Welcome guys. In this video we are going to look at the structure of a mature sperm cell, what it contains, and the main function of the sperm cell. So number one, what you need to know about the sperm cell is that it's a cell. Now it falls under the gametes. So we have the male gametes. The male gametes are the sex cells that are involved in the process of reproduction. These sperm cells are produced by the part called the testis. So the testis is a part that is found under the reproductive system of a man. Now, in terms of the temperature, the sperm cells are produced about 2 degrees Celsius. That is the temperature. So we can also say that they are produced under below the normal body temperature. We know that the average normal temperature is 37 degrees Celsius. Now, in terms of the function of the testes have two main functions. The first one to produce the sperm cells, then the second one to produce the hormone. So this hormone is known as testosterone. So in case you are asked a question where you are told to mention the hormone responsible or that influence the production of the sperm cell, is the testosterone. Now this sperm cell, in terms of the process, it is produced by the process known as spermatogenesis. Spermatogenesis is the process produced by the sperm cells. Then in terms of what it contains, you need to know that since it's a cell, it needs to have a certain number of chromosomes. So there are under 23 chromosomes if the sperm cell is just normal. So under normal circumstances, we are expecting to have 23 chromosomes, and in genetics 23 is half of 46 chromosomes, and we call this one as haploid number. So if you want, we can just say a sperm cell has the haploid number of chromosomes, because we know that in terms of the ovum, which is the female gametes, that one also contains the 23. So if these two cells were to fuse, they form an organism with the total number of 46 chromosomes under normal conditions. Now, away from this, you also need to know that a mature sperm cell consists of a head. So this is our head. Then after that, we have this middle part here. Then from there we have the tail. So this is our tail. Then we can just continue we can just say the middle party. So this is what we are expected to see under the mature of a sperm cell. Now, in terms of what this sperm cell contains, is the first one, this outer part here, is an acrosome. The acrosomes contains the enzymes that are needed for the cell to penetrate into the ovum during the process of fertilization. Now, apart from the acrosome, then just below here we can just say part with enzymes, the same enzymes that we are looking at. So part with enzymes. So the functions of these enzymes, like I said, they are needed to penetrate the egg cell. Then after that, we have the inside, which is the nucleus. The nucleus contains the genetic makeup, which is the chromosomes. Then inside the chromosomes we have the genes. Then inside the genes we have the DNA. So apart from having these genetic makeup, you also need to know that the nucleus controls everything that happens in this particular cell. Then we have another structure, this one. This is called a mitochondria. So this is an organelle, same as the nucleus. So mitochondria is sometimes known as the powerhouse. The reason it is called a powerhouse because it's where the release of energy occurs. Now, what is the importance of energy? Energy is defined as the ability to do work. So the sperm cell has a work that it should do. So that energy used during the doing of the work comes from the mitochondria. One of the work is the movement of the cell. This cell has the ability to move in the reproductive system of a female. During fertilization, for this cell to meet with the female egg, it has to undergo certain challenges. So for the cell to make sure that it is successfully meets with the female egg, it requires a lot of energy. So that is the function of mitochondria. If you are given it is to produce energy required for the movement of the cell. Then this structure, which is the tail. So the tail is used for locomotion. So locomotion is the movement from one position to another position. Now there are also other questions that you may be asked. Maybe you are told to mention the adaptations. So the adaptations is number one, the acronyms can be used as the adaptation. Remember, the acronyms, we said this is where the enzymes are found, and the enzymes we said are needed for the penetration of this cell into an ovum. Then after that, mitochondria can also be used as an adaptation, as it is very important in order to release energy. Then apart from mitochondria, the other adaptation is the tail. So the tail rotates like a rotor and it propels the sperm cell forward. So at least these are what you are supposed to know for a sperm cell under grade 12 level. So there is a lot to know, but under grade 12 level, this is what you are supposed to know. So that's it for this video. Thanks for watching.